What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be trying out Wailord again, but today we are playing Wailord Magikarp Tag Team GX in standard format. I am attempting this deck with the old Naganadel and Quagsire treatment here. Going to see if we can get this thing to work. I tried it out on stream the other day to some lackluster success, but we have altered the list a little bit, and we're going to see if we can get it to work. Here it is, standard whale. All right, let's ship this thing and see how it goes. I've learned a lot of lessons from my time trying this deck in standard on stream. First and foremost, I have learned that it's very hard to actually attack with Wailord in this list. It is difficult, right? Getting 8 energy in play, or 5 is fine, but getting 8 in play for the attack that everybody wants to see, the Tag Team GX attack for 8 energy, doing 100 damage to all your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's the attack everybody wants to see, and that attack is very difficult to pull off in standard format. Now, I have heard of a bunch of different ways to accomplish this, right? You can go in with this deck. You could use Naganadel to charge up and put, this is a beautiful starting hand, by the way, so we're just going to take a moment to appreciate how excellent this starting hand is. You could start with Naganadels and you could charge up and you can get energy into play that way. You can use experience shares and then use Quagsire to throw it all to the active Pokemon. That is one way to do it. You could also use Beast Ring. I'm not playing Beast Ring in this list right now, but that's another way to get all the energy you need. Honestly, the deck is drawing flames. Let's go. This is everything we want. Okay, this is beautiful. We could win this game, guys. We could do it. All right, so I think let's Acrobike first, and let's see what we end up getting here. The Cynthia or my Volcanion Prism Star. I think I actually take the Cynthia here. The Volcanion Prism Star is good, but like I think I'd rather just continue to set up a little bit, and then I can reuse the Shining Volcanion later. That's fine. I think I won't necessarily. Oh, gosh, that thing is just so good though. We'll take him, okay? And then we're gonna hit things, and then we're gonna go in with Volcanion, later. Okay, we can always sprint. We can ditch the Cynthia. We'll be fine. And then I didn't get another water energy, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball as well, and we probably want like a second. There's my whale. We probably want a second Wooper. I think like a second Wooper is usually good. I don't actually have bench space for all this stuff though, so gonna have to figure it out. We probably will just fail this for now, and then I'm going to bench the, that way. I mean, if my opponent knocks out my only Quagsire, that's going to be a little bit problematic, but it's fine. Okay, we're just going to fail that. Going to bench the Poipole, and then we'll do the Zebstrika, the Volcanion, the Experience Share. We'll do all that next turn, so pass. That's fine. So this is an excellent start here. I have altered the list. I got 4 Nest Balls and 4 Ultra Balls in here now, so plenty of that. I also just threw the Zebstrika in here because I was tired of getting to this like mid-game weird situation where I was just dead drawing and nothing was happening. So I put the Zebstrika in here to try and get things moving along, stimulate the deck a little bit, and get it to cruise a little bit harder. So I like the Shining Volcanion in here because Dual Pump snipes to the bench, obviously, and then we also have Shining Volcanion who snipes to the bench, and then Wailord GX is like the king of snipe. So weirdly enough, our water deck has kind of just become one big snipe deck here, and we want to just try and flood the field with as many water energies as we can get. Now, flooding the field with water energies is easier said than done in standard format. We don't have any sort of deluge, rain dance, none of that. I was looking through, there's not even any water Ultra Beast Pokemon that we can Beast Ring to. Like, there's Naganadel's the closest thing that we got, and the only thing Naganadel has going for it is that it's colorless. So, not actually a ton going for the water Pokemon here. You can use Alolan Marowak's another idea that I heard about to just pump water energy into play with its attack there. It's got a free attack that allows you to do that. So my opponent's playing all sorts of wacky stuff over here. It looks like they are playing some sort of Turbo Ray deck with Zorora GX and Shuckle in order to fresh squeeze energy into the discard pile. And then they will probably be looking to accelerate that energy into play with Rayquaza GX's Stormy Winds, if I had to guess. So that's kind of their deal going on here, and I am just loving the amount of Pokemon GX that I see in play on my opponent's side. In fact, if I could just attack a few times with either Shining Volcanion or Volcanion Prism Star, and then if I can actually finish this game off with Wailord GX, we are going to have a fantastic time here and take like a whole lot of prizes very quickly. So that could be a very exciting thing that we have going on here. All right, so first of all, we're going to evolve that Zebstrika. Then I'm thinking here, we don't really want a Guzma or anything. Kind of like the experience share just being somewhere neutral, like, a Poiple. Seems fine. And then I think we're going to just bench the Volcanion Prism Star and then sprint. So we're just like hoping that we see a supporter or an energy or something going on here, or else it's just going to be a big old pass turn. Yeah, so we have some things here, but not enough to actually do anything. And I don't want to bring up any of my opponent's Pokemon. Benching the Volcanion here has been what seems to be almost it's good and it's bad. Maybe I should have left one more bench space, but we got the Tapu Lele instead of a supporter. I could have kept the Cynthia last turn, but it's all good. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We can just save that. We'll put the water energy here, to be honest, and then next turn, we're doing things, all right? Next turn, we're doing things. We'll put the water energy here, actually. It's, like, safer there. That's cool. And then I'm not going to Jet Geyser because I like this Zero Energy Ray being in the active position. That's, like, the best spot for that, for sure. So, if you've been checking me out on Twitch, kudos to you. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been an amazing time so far. Just got approved as partner, so that's been awesome. I got a bunch of brand new emotes on there. The Discord channel's been great as well. All of my Twitch subs and my Patreon subs are in the Tricky Gym Discord channel. That's been great too. And I got a stream schedule up. So I'm streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. Mondays I'm streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing the Full Grip Games Shop Tournament. Oh boy, don't take my Zebstrika, no. So yeah, Wednesdays are the shop tournament, and then Fridays I'm streaming at 10 a.m. Friday mornings and doing that. So it's been a great time so far. I'm really excited about the future of the Twitch channel, and being a partner has just been all that much better. So that has been excellent. Make sure to follow the channel, twitch.tv/TrickyGym, for all of my streaming when I do that. So that's where I'm doing all my streaming now. It's been great, and thank you to everyone who supported the channel so far. All right. We got this. So I think here we could Guzma, we could retreat, we could do our thing. I mean, I can get 3 energy onto the Volcanion Prism Star and just go Guzma something. Like, that's super easy. But I do need to draw into a Quagsire. So I'm thinking that we could just attach retreat and then sprint. It doesn't actually matter like who I hit into here. So we could, either way, I'm gonna need that's fine. We're just gonna attach and retreat into Shining Volcanion, I think. I kind of want to save my Volcanion Prism Star. That's fine. We'll retreat into him, and then we'll Aqua Patch. So this is like a super, this is a super conservative play, just in case I don't hit the Quagsire. But it also gives me an option to play my supporter for turn. So if I do draw into a Lily or a Cynthia, or nothing, but we did get a Quagsire and an Agonado. So all is well. We can dual pump here, but we don't have a lot else going for us. So we have 1 experience share. I do have my Tapu Lele in the discard pile, so I can rescue Stretcher this next turn. I guess I can sprint every single turn, so it doesn't actually matter if I have a supporter or any of that. I'm not playing supporters. I ain't doing nothing, really. We're just, like, chilling out here. So I can start to charge up too. So I am guaranteed like 2 energy back next turn with this Naganadel, and we'll be able to kind of continue doing things. But it is going to be difficult here. It is going to be difficult. So I'm thinking that, let's see, I need to like knock some things out. It's not going to be the easiest. We're going to do like here and here probably. Yeah, we're just going to dual pump those guys. So that's cool. By hitting those guys for 50, we're not really like excellent on any math here. We kind of want to attack with Shining Volcanion again, weirdly enough, and we want to do like 50 more to both of them, and that way maybe we can come in with the Wailord and like just skadoosh, like knock them out, right? If we do 50 more again. So I feel like I want to play like 2 Shining Volcanion in this list right now. I think I may only have 1, but I do have 2 Rescue Stretchers. So we do have the option to bring all of our attackers just back from the discard pile over and over and over again. So let's see, we're getting Guzma, the Quagsire. You're going for the Quagsire. That's fine with me, my man. I got no issues with that. Please take my Quagsire. That's like my favorite thing that my opponent has done to my board is knocked out my Quagsire. That's fantastic, because that means that I just get to dual pump again for free and do 50 damage to each of these guys. We're going to have an insane game, guys. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to get to make the entire dream work, no problemo. All right, now we do have to be a little bit careful because we have seemingly got both Rescue Stretchers in our hand. So what I may have to do is just Rescue Stretcher the one and not sprint. I think that's what we're doing this turn. So we're going to Rescue Stretcher just the man back, just the Whoop Dog. All right, that's all we want. That's fine. It's not the best situation because I wish that I could. This is my only Wailord in the deck right now, all right? So I might have to throw 2 in here, but having just that is like a clogger of a hand for sure. So not great, but we'll just gladly dual pump again. That's cool. We'll just, yep, we'll do that. Fine. And then next turn, we Rescue Stretcher the Quagsire back, evolve into Quagsire, and then bench the Magikarp Wailord GX and sprint, and we'll go from there. And hopefully we'll get to attack with, I don't know, Shining Volcanion or something like that. We'll take a knockout on Array and go down to 4 prizes. We get to snipe to everything as well, which, you know, could be relevant somewhere or another. Now, it's tough because I might actually want this Shining Volcanion back in the deck as well, so I could be a little bit greedy and go Rescue Stretcher, shuffle in Shining Volcanion and the Lele and the Quagsire. And let's see, choose an energy card to move. We're going to choose that one, and it's going to go there. Great. So what are we doing this turn? I think we want to attack with this Volcanion Prism Star. That is the dealio. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to knock out the Ray. Just, that seems like the most reasonable thing to do. We're going to bench that dude. Sure. That's fine. Let's not be greedy. Let's just get it. So we'll do that. We got a Lily in our hand as well, so that's really good. Let's just Rescue Stretcher and get the, let's not be greedy. We're going to just do this the way that we should. We're going to get the Quagsire back. Let's get it, Quagsire. Evolve here. Wailord coming into play on the scene. And then we're just going to Lily first since we have, you know, a fresh hand of 0. Very good. We've got another experience share. Love it. Acrobike, Aqua Patch. That's all very good. We want to see more water energy in the discard pile. I mean, 2 is great. But let's see what we Acrobike into first here. We've got a Nest Ball and a water energy. I could just ditch that, that water energy, and then we have another water down. That's cool. And then we can put the experience share onto, sure, the other Naganadel. That's fine. We got the water to attach here. Aqua Patch to the Wailord. And then we could sprint again, but do I really want to get rid of my final Guzma? That just seems so bad. So I think if I don't have to sprint here, I think I don't sprint because that just seems rough, right? So we'll charge up, turn up, let's get it. I would love to get my hands on another water energy or just another, yeah, I would love to do that. It's just not, it's not the turn, all right? I need to save that Guzma just so that I can maybe do something next turn. So we're gonna save that, yeah. And then let's just wash out and get those energy up to the Volcanion Prism Star. He's going to do his business here and take his knockout, do 20 damage to all my opponent's bench Pokemon, and our Whale Man waits patiently for his time to strike. So, Sonic Blast, let's get it. 20 damage to everything. That's awesome. So, we'll take our 2 prizes gladly and see what our hand is looking like for next turn. 2 more water energies is absolutely fantastic as well. It'll allow me to sprint even more into the discard pile. And having 2 experience shares, we just gotta hope that those don't get field blowered because I really want the option to bring all of these water energies back into play next turn. So when the Volcanion Prism Star goes down, we're kind of looking at, and also I can also turning point that thing for knockout at this point. So that's like really good too. We might not even need the whale. The whale. I'm finishing the game with the whale, all right? We're gonna whale sometime. Probably, you know, we're gonna whale sometime, all right? We're gonna get it. But I could knock that thing out with turning point. The list is running beautifully. This is everything that I want this deck to do right now. It's pretty much doing, so I'm excited about the place of this list. And as funny as the deck is, it is a little temperamental. I mean, it is a lot of moving pieces. We got like 3 stage 1s that we play, right? We got Quagsire, we got Naganadel, and we got Zebstrika in here, and all these different attackers who need to do different things and all that. It's a lot, but it's a lot of fun to play. I will say I'm having a blast playing this deck. I'm having a Sonic blast. Right, it is a lot of fun to play, and playing with the 3 prize 300 hit point Magikarp Wailord GX is just absolutely incredible as well. There's not a real lot of easy ways for my opponent to knock that thing out, especially without Vikavolt. They are just playing a straight up Ray deck, which makes it just much easier for me to take advantage of the weak parts, you know, of their setup and just take some crucial knockouts on crucial turns and make it so that they can't take big one-hit KOs. Like that turn, they had no way to do 180 that turn, so that was great. Let's go in. We decided we could attack with Quagsire. That's like certainly possible. We could just attack with Quagsire. I could also, yeah, attacking Quagsire is good. I could also Guzma. Let's put the Quagsire active. I think I Guzma and just knock out that other Ray. That seems kind of cool. I could do it with Naganadel. I could do it with Quagsire. I guess I could put the Wooper down, and then we could just do it with the Quagsire. That seems kind of cool. Sure, let's do that. And I got no problems with that. So, Volcanion Prism Star is a goner. That's all good. Our 3rd experience share, love it. Let's nest ball and like take a look at the deck real quick. We got a Quagsire left in deck. I do not have my other Naganadel in deck. Sad. I'm like out of attackers too, but that's all good. We'll finish the game with our Wailord GX, like for sure. So we're just gonna go in and bench that Wooper. I don't want any of those guys. We're gonna bench the Wooper. We're going to put the experience share onto the Wailord GX, who's not going anywhere. We'll for sure do this and that and this and that, and we're gonna Guzma that fella here. Get it, Quagsire. You go get him, and then we'll sprint. So, brand new hand of 4. Love it. The Zebstrika has been like the best part of this deck so far for sure. It has just been super great here at being able to just churn through our deck and see tons and tons of cards. So we just need to wash out and get all these energy up to our Quagman here in order to take that knockout. And then with 3 experience shares in play, dude, like we are pretty stable at this point as far as retrieving our energy when it gets knocked down. We got Ultra Ball in our hands, so we can go get the Quagsire for next turn as well. And we'll just Hydro Pump this thing. We've got 2 energy down, and we get to retrieve 3 of these. All 3 of these get to come back with my experience shares this next turn. We got our Naganadel off the prizes, so I'll be able to charge up twice, bring 3 energy back, and that's right, we are ready for Magikarp Wailord GX. Yeah, we're gonna get it, and this is gonna be the magical turn that I've been waiting all game for, to get this Magikarp Wailord GX attacking and rolling. This is incredible. This has worked way better than any of the games that I had it on stream. On stream, I was trying this deck out, and we were just sitting there not playing draw cards. We didn't get... I don't think there was a single time where we had Quagsire and Naganadel set up at the same time while we were also attacking. I almost lost to a Kingdra deck. You know, it was pretty sad. We were in a dark place there on stream for a while trying to get this deck to work, but all the pieces are coming together, and I think Zebstrika is the glue. He is that guy who gets us going here and keeps us drawing through the deck, which has been fantastic. So the net balls, or the nest balls, have been really helpful as well. Just 4 nest balls allowing us to go get all the Pokemon we need in order to get this deck sustained. I was playing the Oranguru. Oranguru just doesn't quite do as much as Zebstrika does, really, unfortunately. This deck doesn't always have the smallest hand, so that's, you know, and just 4 cards is better than up to 3 at the end of the day. So if you can't set it up, you want to set it up. Here we go. We have got it. Magikarp Wailord GX. Super Splash 4 game right here. We can turn up, charge up, get it, stunting on him. We could do the 8 energy attack. I just want to show that we could if we wanted to. We could do that 8 energy attack, but I also don't want my opponent to quit, so let's just do this here and get it over with. Unfortunately, we can't take our prizes with the 100 damage to all my opponents benched. So, we actually do need one more piece here. Yeah, let's go get our guy. Let's go get that Quagman. Here he is, Quagsire on the scene. Evolve into Quagsire and wash out. Get it, Wailord. Here we go, 180 damage, Super Splash with the Wailord Magikarp GX. And they scooped. No, they didn't want to see it. I wanted to see it. All right, we'll rock one more game. Uno mas. One more game here with the Magikarp Wailord GX deck. Show y'all it's not just a fluke, all right? We can beat anything with this. All right, this one's up and loading with the quickness. Let's see, we're playing against a Dark and Fighting and Psychic deck, it appears. Also colorless, maybe Zoroark. I would love to see how we fare against Zoroark here. Now, I'm not playing Choice Band in this list, and that's like a little bit of a concession. I do wish that I had room for Choice Band. Choice Band does help us out with a lot of math. Definitely on Wailord GX, just being able to hit that one, that 210 mark is very big. So I wish that we did, but we just don't. So that's a thing. We have to snipe first. That's really all we got. We have to snipe Pokemon like Zoroarks. We have to snipe Pokemon that have like 200 hit points with either Volcanion Prism Star or Shining Volcanion, and then we come in with the Wailord GX and we give them the business, right? And then we can hit for 180 with Super Splash. So we are facing Zoroark. This should be a nice little meta deck for us to play against with the Weavile. That's no bueno. That thing could be absolutely troublesome. We got our whale. Okay, now I don't actually want my opponent to start hitting into my whale. I really don't. So I think here we keep the Ultra Ball as much as I don't want to, and we kind of have to just like set up a little bit more. That's just like kind of a yikes moment there, but we'll Ultra Ball these things away. We're gonna throw the Ditto Prism Star. If I had one, we would put a Ditto Prism Star right down on the bench, but we don't got one, so that's fine. We'll just do another Poipole here. And then I think that we just have to, you know, we're just going to slap that thing down in Cynthia. Sure, there's the Wailord right there, my man. There he is. So we'll just put an energy on the Wailord, I guess. That's probably fine. I could Spit Poison it, I suppose, in an Aqua Patch later. But I don't want to put 4 Pokemon down and just allow my opponent to That's probably fine. We probably want to go in with the Shining Volcanion first. He's going to be easier to attack with. So, and he's also got like 130 hit points, so he's not like the easiest thing to knock out. So I think we could also Spit Poison. You know, doing that 10 damage there is low-key kind of relevant because it allows us to knock it from 200 hit points down to, you know, some. That's fine. We'll do that, and we'll do that. And then I just have the, you know, I've got the Aqua Patch in my hand. So even though that thing is going to get evolved, I don't mind bringing it down just a peg. That makes it slightly easier to KO for me, just bringing it under that 210 umbrella. So very good. I do fully expect to just get, you know, completely punished this turn. Something's getting knocked out that I don't want to get knocked out. That's almost a guarantee. But Shining Volcanion is probably going to be our next up. He's who we want next. And we saw we don't have the Ditto, so that's going to feel bad, right? We definitely wanted Ditto this this turn so that we could get Zebstrika. You guys saw how good the Zebstrika was last game, and not having Zebstrika I think is really gonna hurt us here. My opponent's got a knockout, so they're just going to be able to trade, continue setting up, so on and so forth. They probably, you know, like knocking out the Poipole. I would guess maybe if they get a Lycanroc, they'll bring up my Wooper and knock out the Wooper, but they probably aren't that scared. They probably don't really care, so they're just going to do that. That's all good. And then we'll put the Shining Volcanion into the active position. He's a little bit more difficult to knock out, so that's all good. We'll Aqua Patch here. That's fine as well. We can, put it on the Whale. And we'll Rescue Stretcher 2, get our Poipole back, and then Cynthia. So we're still cruising, doing okay. Let's get it. Cynthia for 6 new cards. And we got Quagman, we got Nest Balls, but let's see, do we have another energy in the discard pile? We do not. So we're not going to be attacking this turn. That's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. And I got Nest Balls galore. So we might have just stalled out, guys. That's just that's just what it's looking like. Let's see. So we probably want the other Whoop guy out here. That's fine. And then you know what? I got that water energy on the Volcanion, but I wish I didn't. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and pass. And then you guys are seeing like the bad end of this deck, right? The bad end is that we play 3 stage 1s and it's just a lot. Oh no, when your opponent also plays Crushing Hammer in their Zoroark list. Like, how many Crushing Hammer do you play? Just 1 and you hit it? Now, at a time like this, it's all good, you know. We gotta. Are you playing 4 Crushing Hammer? Really? Really? Oh, they got the field as well. So if they just have a basic Pokemon, which I assume they're gonna Rescue Stretcher for here. Nope. Do they have it? And 1 more basic? Or did you take out that extra basic for a copy of Crushing Hammer? But I assume they'll be able to get it. There's an Ultra Ball. Okay, so they're going to Ultra Ball, get their last basic Pokemon that they need, and with Devoured Field, they'll take the knockout on my Shining Volcanion, which is sad. So, we are in a little bit of trouble here. We got both our energy in the discard pile. I got no way to bring them back other than just this one Naganadel, so things are going to fly south here pretty quickly unless I top deck like a champion and just bring it back. But you know, this is the way it goes. It's hot and it's cold. All right, we're playing a Naganadel Quagsire deck. I don't know what we expected, but that first game was just so fuego that I can't actually be mad. Right? We gotta show the truth. Right? The truth is that this deck, doesn't always do what we want it to do, but that's fine. Let's get in there. Water energy. So that's fine, I guess. We got ourselves a water energy, so we could get 2 energy into play, which isn't enough to do anything. Let's Nest Ball here. We thin our deck a little bit. I can Rain Splash. That just doesn't seem very good. It doesn't seem very good at all. So I think we'll just, sure, we'll get this guy. And let's see, it's doing 20 to anything relevant. Is there anything relevant worth doing 20 damage to? Probably not, but we could just attach a water energy here and Guzma, yeah, that's fine. I could just Guzma. No, I don't want a Guzma yet. I do want to get this guy out of the active, though. So actually, I am going to Guzma. Sure, we're going to Guzma up probably the Tapu Lele. I got 3 abilities in play. That thing can do some damage. Yeah, we're going to bring up the Tapu Lele. All right, that's fine. And we're going to throw you my Wooper. You can have Wooper. Have fun. Okay, and I'm not going to wash out. I am going to charge up, and we're going to wait patiently for next turn and hope that our top deck brings good tidings. Let's get it. So if my top deck is good, that means that I can at least Hydro Pump next turn, right? Or not even if it's good. If my opponent just knocks out Wooper, I can at least Hydro Pump next turn. But I've got a full bench. Like, my opponent could do some serious damage to my Magikarp Wailord GX if they just get a Lycanroc, which I'm assuming that they'll be able to do. And they're probably going to Guzma up Naganadel, then Lycanroc. I don't know. I could see them. I thought that maybe they were going to go for the Guzma Lycanroc play. But no, they'll just knock out my Naganadel. That's really bad because now I just don't have that energy to bring back. So I think that this is just going to be chalked up as an L, my guys. And that's okay. This ain't it. This ain't it. All right, you have a good deck, sir. Well played. I'm out. That's it. That's all we got. So that's it. You know, that is the standard whale deck, all right? So it's good and it's bad. It was really good there, game 1. We set up, our opponent didn't mess with what we were trying to do too much, but I think the deck ultimately is probably just a little bit too slow and too clunky. We have a very thin amount of attackers in this deck, which is a little bit greedy, right? But Magikarp Wailord is worth like 3 prizes. And we have 2 rescue stretchers, so we could bring them back, I guess, ideally. Honestly, though, we don't have a lot of bench space for attackers because we are constantly trying to set up Naganadels and Woopers and Quagsires and all that and Zebstrikas. So, you know, Tapu Lele is also an attacker. Yeah, we kind of have like 4 attackers we could attack with. And that's it. This is the list that I'm rocking right now. It was really good game 1. It was really bad game 2. So let me know what you guys think of this standard Magikarp Wailord GX deck in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to check out the stream tonight at Full Grip Games on twitch.tv/TrickyJim. Going to be streaming the League Challenge here at the shop tonight. Should be a great time, so make sure to stay tuned for that, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, sub to the channel. I'm almost at 40,000 subs, so thank you so much to everybody who has subbed so far. Check out fullgripgames.com. We got pre-orders up for Team Up booster boxes, and we're going to be doing singles pre-orders shortly, so stay tuned for that as well. Etsy store, Patreon stuff, Teespring in the description below. Peace.